A. Brown Jr., Focus winner. Today's message is have compassion for others, for God. Colossians 3:12. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. 1 Peter 3:8. Finally, all of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Again, today's message is have compassion for others, for God. Now, God didn't create us to live in our own selfish manner, just impacting our own lives, maybe our own family life, but not having compassion for others. God created us to have compassion for others, living a selfless life, not a selfish life. It's not all about you. It's about having compassion for others. Now, when I was in junior high, I was in the classroom and this bad kid, he was the baddest kid in the entire school. He was sitting next to me, always causing attention to himself. He finally had a real moment. He asked me, what did you have for breakfast this morning? I said, I had scrambled eggs, 2 sausages, orange juice. I said, what'd you have? I had a candy bar. Immediately, I had compassion for him because I knew if I only had a candy bar for breakfast, I would be acting out too. Compassion rolled into my heart. I served at the homeless center on Skid Row, serving food and also cleaning the area. And right after serving food, I was cleaning the area for tables for the next round. There were several rounds of the homeless coming in to eat. One of the homeless guys says, hey, you missed a spot. I said, gladly, sir. What else do you want me to do? He says, you are working so hard. I said, you deserve it. Because that compassion was in my heart. Finally, I used to go to work off the 210 freeway off of Lake Avenue here in Pasadena, going east. And there was always this young lady, 18 to 19 years old, with a Batman cap on, a big smile on her face. She was obviously homeless. And I would give her $1 and she would relate her story as best as she could with the short time with the cars coming through, how dangerous it was on the streets. But she always had hope to get off the streets. Compassion welled up in my heart for her. I wanted her off the streets. So my $1 bills became $5 bills, became $10 bills. I was going to go broke because I had so much compassion for this young lady who always had hope to get off the streets. I finally gave her a Bible and some literature on the Lord. And I started praying to God. I said, what is enough? I want this lady off the streets, please. If you don't, I'm going to take her into my house and give her shelter. I prayed and prayed, and finally, I stopped seeing her. God had answered my prayers. You have to have compassion for others. You can't live this life just for yourself because you're not making the impact God has for you. Have compassion. And then you can do good deeds for others. Have compassion for others, for God.